Why Korea has the lowest birth rate. There are several reasons why South Korea has one of the lowest birth rates in the world. Here are some of the main factors. Cultural and social norms. In South Korea, there is a strong emphasis on education and career success. Many young people prioritize their studies and jobs over starting families, and there is a social stigma attached to having children before achieving certain milestones. High cost of living. South Korea has a high cost of living, particularly in major cities like Seoul. Many young people struggle to afford the expenses associated with raising a child, such as childcare and housing costs. Demographic changes. South Korea has undergone rapid demographic changes in recent decades, with a rapidly aging population and a shrinking workforce. This has put pressure on younger generations to focus on their careers and support their aging parents, rather than starting families of their own. Gender inequality. Despite progress in recent years, South Korea still has a significant gender gap in terms of employment opportunities and wage parity. Many women feel that having children would negatively impact their careers, and may face discrimination if they take time off to care for their families. Long working hours. South Koreans work some of the longest hours in the world, with many people working well over 40 hours per week. This can make it difficult for individuals to balance work and family life, and may discourage people from having children. Limited parental leave. South Korea offers relatively short parental leave compared to other developed countries. This can make it difficult for parents, especially mothers, to take time off work to care for their newborns without facing financial difficulties or career setbacks. Housing shortages. South Korea is known for having small apartments, which can make it challenging for families to find suitable living spaces for their children. Additionally, many young people delay marriage and having children until they can afford to purchase a home, which can further delay family planning. Preference for small families. South Koreans tend to prefer smaller families, with 1 or 2 children being the norm. This is partly due to the high cost of raising children, but it may also reflect a cultural preference for smaller families. South Korea's low birth rate could have long-term economic implications if it is not addressed. A low birth rate means that the workforce will shrink over time, which could lead to a decline in economic growth and a shortage of labor. This could result in higher labor costs and reduced productivity, which could ultimately make the country less competitive in the global economy. Additionally, a shrinking workforce could strain the country's pension system and healthcare system as more people retire and fewer people are available to contribute to these programs. This could lead to higher taxes or reduced benefits for retirees, which could negatively impact the standard of living for older generations. However, it's important to note that the impact of a low birth rate on the economy is not solely negative. With a smaller population, the demand for resources like food and energy may decrease, which could lead to lower prices and less strain on the environment. Additionally, a smaller population could lead to a more efficient use of resources and less strain on infrastructure. Korea wants to maintain its economic growth. It will need to find ways to address its demographic challenges and encourage more people to have children. This could include policies and programs that make it easier for working parents to balance their careers and family life, such as longer parental leave and expanded childcare services. The government could also offer financial incentives to encourage people to have children, such as tax credits, subsidies for childcare or housing, or bonuses for new parents. This could help alleviate some of the financial burden associated with having children, and make it more appealing for young people to start families. Another approach could be to address the cultural and social norms that discourage people from having children. This could involve campaigns and programs to promote the benefits of parenthood and challenge the notion that success must come before starting a family. Ultimately, there is no one solution to South Korea's low birth rate, and addressing the issue will require a coordinated effort from government, businesses, and society as a whole. If South Korea can successfully address its demographic challenges, it has the potential to maintain its economic growth and continue to be a competitive player in the global economy.